Hello, my name is Don Hoskins. I'm here to talk to you today about sleep deprivation in college students. I think we've all been there before. You're in your first class of the day and you've gotten barely any sleep due to being out with friends or staying up late studying for an exam you forgot you had. But regardless, it's important to discuss this issue and try to do better at it if we can, because the more sleep we can get, the more successful we can be. Um, like I was speaking about a moment ago, there are many reasons why we don't get enough sleep, and they're different from person to person. But overall, according to the American Academy of Sleep Medicine, around 70% of college students don't get enough sleep, whether it's procrastination and that causing stress and they can't sleep because of that, too much caffeine intake causing insomnia, um, forgetting about projects and having to stay up late to complete them, partying with friends. And then on the other end, you have people that have to work and go to school, people that have gone back to school that have children. This can cause sleep problems. And then the getting too little sleep can cause all sorts of issues that we then have to deal with. Again, according to the American Academy of Sleep Medicine, um, students that get less sleep tend to have higher rates of mental illness, um, and it can tend to have a snowball effect where when you get less sleep or you begin to get into a cycle where you sleep less, it snowballs into insomnia, and then it can just cause you to get less sleep in general, even once the particular stresses are taken away. So we need to try to avoid getting there to start with. It can also be linked to mood swings and irritability. With this can put strains on relationships, both platonic, best friends and stuff, and then spouses, girlfriends, boyfriends, all those, and then that just adds on to more stress. Um, so to try to alleviate some of this, we need to see how we can get ahead of sleep deprivation and stop it to start with. One of the major ways that is recommended in doing this is trying to make sure that we do our assignments on time. This can make it to where the assignments themselves are less stressful because we don't have to worry about whether we're going to get them done or not. As soon as an assignment's given to you, if you just go ahead and complete it, then that takes all the stress out of that assignment. Furthermore, if you find out that you're not going to be able to complete an assignment due to some problem that arises, if you go ahead and contact your professor about that, oftentimes they will work with you on it, and then already knowing that you've worked it out with a professor can again reduce stress and help you get more sleep. Um, you need to try to avoid caffeine as much as possible. I like my caffeine in the morning as much as anybody else, but if we can try to stay away from the caffeine after, especially after lunchtime, and going towards bedtime, reduce caffeine intake. Another very important thing to try to do is try to set up a stable routine as much as you can. I know in college things are crazy and things happen, but as much as you can, try to start a rhythm where you go to bed at a certain time and get up in the morning at a certain time. And this carries through to weekends. The American Academy of Sleep Medicine says that if you can try to get up at the same time, even on the weekends, this will continue your circadian rhythm and make you feel, perhaps even if you do get less sleep on a given night, if you can try to keep within the same hours of operation, you'll generally get over that faster than if you were to, say, get up at 6 or 7 in the morning all week and then sleep till lunch on the weekend. That just throws the whole thing off, and then even getting enough sleep sometimes can make you feel bad. Um, when it comes to bedtime, in order to try to get enough sleep once you've gone to sleep, if you can try to give yourself at least a 15 to 30 minute window between when you stop doing other things for the day and when you actually need to go to sleep, so that you can unwind and slow your brain down. You can do this by reading a book, listening to relaxing videos or audio, listen to a relaxing podcast that you like, maybe try to avoid the politics or anything that's going to get you revved up. Um, or perhaps even just sit and think about what it is that you need to do. If you're like me, that doesn't particularly work because it's the thinking that freaks you out. So I tend to try to listen to relaxing music or anything to distract myself long enough so that I can go to sleep. And one last topic is to be sure to take advantage of opportunities that the college gives you with oftentimes, I know especially here at Gadsden State, we have great counselors. There are tutors, there are writing coaches, success coaches. They have all sorts of resources that you can reach out to that can help you with things like making sure you get assignments done on time, scheduling your time effectively. You can even we've one other thing that I didn't speak about was another thing that can help with sleep is exercise. You can exercise. You can either exercise in the morning to wake up, or you can even do it. I particularly like doing walks and stuff in the evening to help me kind of wear myself out. That way, it's easier for me to go to sleep. And we have a very nice gym that can help you with that. So I guess wrapping up, we've went over why it is that we don't get enough sleep, how that affects us, and the most important part is trying to take advantage of some of the things that I've spoken about in order to get more sleep so that we can do better in college and hopefully get jobs.